What's up, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the V Spot. This is called the ISO edition, and for all you basketball fans out there, it's a little pun is intended. But yesterday was a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. It's not as sunny as it was yesterday, but I mean, you still got to count your blessings, right? Especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Avon, what's going on? Thank you for joining. This has been, and last week we talked about this, me and my guest Rory. We talked about how, of course, it's devastating, and of course, there's a lot happening, a lot that the government is still unsure of, right? But the best we can do and the most we can do is just hang in there, do what the government says, stay inside, and I mean, don't spread this virus because we don't even know if you don't even know the symptoms, right? So stay inside. I know. Again, I'm in a small condo. Warren, what's going on? I'm in a small condo, but I mean, you got Netflix, you got all these DJs are having these Instagram lives, right? So you can still be entertained. You can pick up a hobby, pick up something you've never even imagined of doing before because you didn't have the time. All we have is time right now. So what's up, Patsy Gal? Yellowknife in the house. I'm going to introduce my guest. He is a former athlete. He is a co-host of a really, really fun podcast called Locker Room Talk. And he is an author. And we're going to get back to everything I just mentioned a little bit later in the show. But Warren, I'm going to bring you in right now. Give me 1 second, guys. What's up?
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. I was almost going to wear that same color shirt today.
No way. Well, great minds think alike, right?
That's right. That's right. How are you doing in this?
I'm good. I'm real good. I'm good. It's crazy times outside, but I'm good. Can't complain.
Now, you want to know, I am lucky enough to have, sorry, let me fix this a little bit. I am lucky enough to have my partner, Jenna, but I hear you are doing this solo. Literally this isolation solo.
No, I'm taken. I'm taken. No.
Oh,
Yeah. I have a girlfriend. I'm good. I'm taken.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. I am taken. Manny, what's up, bro? My dog. He just joined the.
Yeah.
He just joined the. I'm taken. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing
Good.
okay.
Good.
Yeah. I'm doing okay. I haven't caught anything, so I'm good.
Good. You've been in,
Yeah, man.
Where do you live, Warren? Not the exact address. Let's keep that confidential.
It's okay. I stay out in Brampton, but I'm always downtown. So I'm
Okay.
usually in the in those areas, but I do reside in Brampton, yeah.
Okay, cool. When you look out your window, I mean, I'm in downtown Toronto. Every day I look out and I see people walking around, and it could be to go get groceries. It could be,
Yeah.
I mean, the dog walkers, they're exempt, I think. If they go to the dog park and back, that's cool. But what are your thoughts when you see people, like I know Brampton had a house party, I think, last week.
They did, and the guy got fined $100,000. So that was interesting. That was very interesting. One more shout out real quick before I get into that. Don't touch my fries. How you doing, girl? I see you in here. In terms of what you said, I mean, I'm one of the people that's always in the grocery store. I go like every 2 days. That's pretty much how I even get outside. Merrick Palmer, what's up, my brother? That's how I get outside, right? The grocery store is like literally all I do. Like I'm now getting dressed up just to go to the grocery store because I don't wear my clothes anywhere else, right? So it's crazy for me to see just like the way just the way that we're living now. Like yesterday I went to Longo's and there was literally like you had to have the 6 feet line. People are going to the grocery store one by one. No one wants to touch anything. Everyone's wearing gloves and masks and, bandanas. Everyone's keeping their distance from one another, even though viruses technically can't be transferred from person to person. Like that's not really how that works. But it's just interesting to see how people are panicking, and like it just goes to show you how much mass media plays a entire role in the perception of people, right? Asian people are, completely being discriminated against for no reason. I mean, they've been eating whatever they've been eating for thousands of years, and now
Right.
all of a sudden, this has been a big issue, right? So
Mhm.
um, it's just sad to see, but media has a huge responsibility in what they say, and I would say how it's said. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%. And to go back about that person who got fined 100,000 who had a house party,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
this morning I was listening. So every morning Trudeau, he has a press conference at 11 ish. He's always late for some reason, and it's at his house. But
he's on Black people time. It's all right.
right, well, I mean, island time, right?
Yeah, he's on
Um,
island time.
but this morning, and I'm just going to read this, he did say that the max penalties could be up to $750,000 and or imprisonment for 6 months, and up to $1 million fine or up to 3 years in prison for anyone who causes serious bodily harm to one another. Are these extreme, or are these needed to be put in place because people aren't taking this seriously?
I wouldn't say they're extreme. I would say the one in the Philippines is extreme, where you're
What's
you're
that?
gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot
Oh,
on site. Yeah, yeah. He
that's
he
one way
just
to
said,
stop it.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He just said you're gonna die basically if you do anything. So
Ooh,
that one's a little bit extreme.
yeah.
I think the rules are in place because if they're not in place, people are gonna go wild. Like I expect people to start partying regardless. So I
Yeah.
think the rules are there because people are losing money. And end of the day, this world runs on, it runs on businesses. And if
Mhm.
and if they're not making money and people aren't making money, then the government really like, you know, they have no control regardless, right? So
Right.
if businesses aren't making money, then we're screwed.
It's true.
It means that we can't work. So those fines are in place so that if you do decide to do anything, or if then like in the back of your mind, that what you might end up paying.
For the
You
rest
know,
of your life. I mean,
yeah, basically the rest of your life. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. At this point in my life, I can't afford $1 million fine.
I
So
can't afford $100,000 fine, so
right,
I would have to work for a long time to even pay that off. So
we need
for
to win
sure.
the lottery, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. You'd have to.
But
So
then again, that being said, even if we did have the money, people out there who are infecting others. I mean, that nursing home in Bobcaygeon near my hometown, Peterborough. Their death count is now up to 20
yeah,
people.
yeah,
Which like to have that on your mind and on your conscience. Like if I go out, I may kill somebody.
yeah.
Um, to me, forget the money. That's just an added bonus. But to have that on my conscience, I don't think I can do that. It's
No.
annoying. It's beautiful. We're privileged to be in the home. We are to have a roof over our house or over our heads, and again, Netflix, PlayStation, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's just not worth it. I understand cabin fever, but stay inside, guys. Just stay inside.
I know, but that's a lot easier said than done, right? People are going out for walks that usually don't, you know what I mean? So there's
Of
there's
course.
so many things that people are trying to do. Like honestly, if like the good part for me is that there is time to be used now, and
Mhm.
it's used in any which way that you want to use it in. Like I've picked up a new skill, at least I'm trying to.
What is it?
But what's my new skill? Cooking.
Hey,
I'm expanding my repertoire in the kitchen. I
okay.
could always cook, but now I'm taking it just a bit more serious. So
Now you have a little finesse.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm taking my time with it, and I'm definitely cooking a one too.
Um,
Um,
awesome.
but there's a lot of things that people can do with the time, and that is what I think is going to be good. Because if you look at like the Spanish flu, for example,
Mhm.
Lysol was created after that, so
Oh, okay.
someone could take advantage of this time and create something for whatever this is done. Because end of the day, time will pass. It's just how you plan on using your time. I mean, I definitely watch Ozarks in there too, but I'm picking up
We
some
need
skills.
little
I'm reading
pleasure,
some books.
right?
100%. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I
For
mean,
sure. And I don't think anyone needs to, join any gyms. I think doing live workouts is better than any sort of gym. People are really finding a way to work out,
yeah.
in their house. Like I realized how much stuff I had in here. I seen a woman doing a full TRX workout with bed sheets. She hung them from the door and literally did a full TRX workout from bed sheets. If you can do that, you don't need to ever go to a gym. We're just lazy,
True,
straight, you know?
true.
So yeah.
There's gonna be a huge drop in gym memberships, eh? Everyone's being
There,
creative
yeah,
at home, lifting
for
like,
sure.
I mean, this weighs nothing, but yeah, you
No,
know.
I've seen it all. I've seen workouts on tables. I've seen people doing pull-ups on tables. I've seen it all. So, and I like honestly, I just save them and I just add them to my own workout because I don't know, when this is gonna end, right? So,
I mean,
um,
it's predicting to be what, spring, summer at
yeah,
least, and
at
not
least,
the effects afterwards. Even when, I mean, we are allowed out, it will be the biggest party I think Toronto, like specifically, has ever seen.
yeah.
The Toronto Islands will sink by how many people are on it, but it,
Uh,
it's gonna be crazy. It's a ride. That's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, it definitely will be.
Warren, I want to get your thoughts on, again, Trudeau. We're going to stick with coronavirus. The first part of this show, again, you guys are watching the thevspotsocial, the ISO edition. We're going to talk about coronavirus a little bit, and then we're going to move to the NBA. But
Cool, cool.
Trudeau this morning, he said that the White House had told 3M to basically stop transporting masks up to Canada. So this is Trump saying, and I get it, you got to look after your own people. I totally understand that. But to kind of cut ties with one of your two neighbors, well, your second, like America basically already cut ties with Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Trump. So to cut ties and have that bone of contention with us, what is Trump in the White House thinking? Like Trudeau said this morning, that's a mistake if you guys do it. If you
I
guys,
don't I don't think Trump is thinking.
well, true.
I don't think Trump cares at all about what any sort of repercussions and consequences for anything that he does. I think he just acts like
Yeah.
he just pulls the trigger and literally says, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I don't really care. So
Mm-hmm.
Trump just acts before he thinks, unfortunately, and we're stuck with a guy who's in control, has a mass amount of power, but at the same time, Congress and the Senate, like they back him in things that he does. So it's not like he isn't just to blame.
Right.
It's all the other puppet strings behind him, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know why they want to do that to Canada, or I mean, we haven't done anything wrong, so
Right.
um, it's
Right. Can you,
it's pretty whack.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Can
No,
you
no worries.
answer Justin because he really wants your attention?
Yes, yes, he does. I see him, and he that's why I was smiling because I wanted to, but I mean, we're talking, so he's over here being an idiot, of course. Justin, how you doing, man? You're good. I'll talk to you after in our group chat because I speak to this guy every day. So I'll talk to you after. It's okay, Justin, but you can continue to comment. I see you. Yes, I see you, Justin. Don't worry.
Justin, I'll see you.
Yes. Shout out to Dream Chaser. That's my guy.
That's right. That's right.
He just said V's the greatest. You are the greatest. You
Hey,
are the greatest. You are.
appreciate that. Appreciate that. You as well. Doug Ford was supposed to speak at 12:30.
Unfortunately, yes.
Right, to basically give the predictions, the numbers, and let us know how big of dog doo-doo we're gonna get in. Now that has been pushed back to 1:30, which is in about 15 minutes. So guys, if I have my friendager Jenna over here, my partner, she's watching the TV. If anything comes up that is of importance, we'll let you guys know. But let's get into ball, man. Let's get
I just saw one little thing came down, a little notification. It said we can expect 1,600 deaths in Canada from coronavirus by the end of April. So this will continue to multiply, and it will continue to spread. So
right, and I know
just gotta hold tight.
I think it was the chief medical officer in the States. They predicted by the time it's all done, and again, the States is a little less careless, more careless. Less.
Less. Yeah.
Right, you get what I'm saying, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
They're predicting, I believe, between 70,000 deaths to 160.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, New York alone has 250,000 people that are infected. So, and that number is growing. Like I think they said Central Park is a morgue. They turned it into a morgue for people to die. They're putting bodies in trucks. So Spain too. Like I wonder. I think the world death toll is 49,000 people have been killed by this.
And I don't even think the Western Hemisphere has hit their peak, right?
No, no,
Like,
I no, we have not. And but I also don't think those numbers are correct. I think
right.
that because there's no real way to tell, who has coronavirus. It's not coming
True.
out and saying, "Hey, I killed this person."
Yeah.
Keep all the numbers together. So it's a very sad time, very trying time. But at the same time, we're gonna get through it, as we have for
Mhm.
thousands of years before this.
Of course, of course. This isn't
Yeah.
this isn't the end of us. Silver lining
No.
is, I hear the ozone layer is repairing itself.
Yes.
There's
Global warming is. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
of course it's a tragedy, but to look on the brighter side of things, the Earth is this is a big band-aid for the Earth, which is
It's repairing itself. That's right. It is. It
right,
is. Waters in Italy are clearer again. There's so many good things that are happening. On the flip side of that.
right, right. Well, I think let's move on. Let's move on to basketball because
Perfect.
we have big hopes that this will also come back. And I mean, I saw on April Fool's on Wednesday, I saw that Adam Silver said it'll be back by the 31st.
Yeah.
That obviously is a joke. I mean, to
Yeah.
be back in less than a month, that's not going to happen. But something I did hear is that they said they'll move the playoffs to Vegas as kind
Yeah.
of
That
fun.
is something that I heard. I don't know how true that is. I'm
Mm,
obviously, I gotta wait to see. But if they do, I think it'd be great. We finally have some sports back because life has been pretty,
I
it's been pretty
know.
shit without it. So I mean,
Right.
there's nothing. There's no soccer, no basketball, there's cricket, nothing. Like you can't you can't even watch no ping pong. So
There, you want to know what? Which is funny because I believe the table is at least 6 feet long, but that's whatever, whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
there is
Right?
there is a place. What's that country in Russia?
Moscow. Sorry,
City.
the province?
City, sorry. No.
St.
There.
Petersburg.
No, I saw something on the news. There is a mayor of a town who is saying, yeah, the coronavirus is nothing. We are not going to worry about it. And so they have soccer games, hockey games. They have every sport still happening. And he's like, yeah, it'll go away. So, I mean, if you want to watch, if you want to somehow,
Russian
yeah,
sports.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right,
I'm good. I'm good. I think I'll
right.
pass on the Russian sports, but I
That's a
mean,
little
if people
worrisome though, eh? I mean,
no, for sure it is. It is. I mean, it is something, but for me, I'll pass.
same, same.
Yeah.
Let's talk. I mean, we're still talking about the NBA. Back to Adam Silver. Mark Cuban said, "Look, I have no idea when it's going to come back. I have not heard any talk about it. What are your predictions? If it does, first, a couple predictions. When it'll come back,
Yeah.
and when it does come back, what you think the structure should be? Should we jump right into the playoffs? Should we, I don't know, have a shortened list? What should we do?"
I think I don't think it should come back because even if it does, how's it gonna be, when it returns? Because people
Right.
are still gonna be very skeptical about touching anything or about doing anything. So I don't know if that's gonna help the NBA right now. But if it does come back, and when it does, they should just play out they should play out the normal season
Mm-hmm.
and start later on in the year again. So maybe the NBA season would start instead of starting in October, November, it would start in maybe January and just go, start in the cold almost and then just, go, right through the summer.
Do
I
you
think that would
think
probably be a little bit better.
if that's the case, if that's the new regular season for the NBA, they start in January, they
Yeah.
end in, let's say, September. Can we have
Yeah.
finals on like a blacktop then?
Essentially, yeah, it would be possible to have it outside and have many people watch. But then again, that like it counteracts with other sports, right?
Right.
Like baseball and hockey and other things like that. So, I mean, yeah, I personally don't care about those ones per se, but I think that's why they do it, and then concert scheduling and stuff like
Of course.
that. So, I think all those things factor in. But I think it'd be also cool to see if they started, right from the playoffs. I think that would be pretty dope too.
So as it stands, Lakers versus Bucks.
Yeah, Lakers. Right.
Lakers would take it all. If we were to jump
If
right,
those two
right to
teams
the
met
top.
in the finals,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lakers only because of Anthony Davis. I think he's an X factor for I mean for the Bucks.
Mhm.
Um, the Bucks have the best defense in the league, but at the same time, it's LeBron. I don't think LeBron is gonna be losing this year.
How annoyed is LeBron at this point? I mean, I see memes all over being
Yeah,
like LeBron's in the lab trying to figure out a cure for Corona so he could continue his season. Like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
having
yeah, yeah.
a great season.
He no phenomenal season, and that's what I think he's probably most upset about is because
Right.
time is running out for him,
Yeah.
unfortunately, right? Like he may never be at this level again. We may never see anybody playing at this level, even in soccer. Like same thing, like
Yeah.
Liverpool's having crazy season, and they may not even be able to win the title. So best season in a number of years, same thing. So it's just a race against time, and there's this is completely out of everyone's control. So
Yeah.
LeBron shouldn't feel bad. I mean, this could be Vince Carter's last season ever.
I
Like this
know.
is
That was
how
bad, eh?
yeah, like he's gonna have to end his career like that. Same way LeBron is gonna have to end his career, or I mean, move on to next season. He'll be in his 17th year or year whatever, 18.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
He's
16,
getting up there.
17.
I know.
He's getting that right. He's going to be in, 18, 19 season.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And it's unfortunate. So, um,
You,
yeah,
you just got to wait and see. I mean,
you just got to wait and see. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
Yeah.
love that NBA. They're having the free pass. The WNBA is having a free pass on the TV, which is nice. I mean, you still stay in the loop. I know this this was on loop
Yeah.
2 days
Of
ago. The shot.
course. Of course.
That was pretty cool. That was cool to relive, right? Like
Yeah.
the whole city of Toronto was on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
was. It was.
that was nice to relive. You did mention Anthony Davis and the year he's having. I would love your pick for Defensive Player of the Year, although I kind of know who you're going to say, but Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
Coach of the Year, and the MVP. Top.
Okay. What do you want me to start with?
Let's start with Davis. Sorry, Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm actually going to go with Giannis for Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I am. I am.
Hey.
And I'll do that for a couple reasons. I can
Yes.
explain why if you want. Well, Giannis has averaged the fewest amount of blocks in the past 5 seasons, yet somehow his opponents only shoot 41% against him. So his team is the best defensive team in the NBA right now by a landslide, and the Raptors are second. So he himself has upped himself on that end, and then not to mention he's dominant, on the other end. So it's for me, it'd be Giannis and then Anthony Davis second.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
best defensive player on the best defensive team, and this is coming from someone who, if you ask anyone, didn't play no defense. So that's that's my opinion. So
Okay.
and then MVP, I think it's tough. It's really tough. I mean, LeBron's having a crazy season again. I think he is the most valuable player to the Lakers, but at the same time, if you take Giannis away from the Bucks are nothing. So that one's a toss-up for me. I don't care which one of them gets it, but I think it's going to be one of those two. I think Rookie of the Year is a lock. Andrew Miller wouldn't agree. He would suggest that Zion Williamson is the Rookie of the Year.
Andrew Miller, right?
I don't know where Andrew Miller is, but he wouldn't agree. He would say that it's Zion because he played 19 games, 20 games. It's for me the Rookie of the Year is Ja, and there's no question about that.
I agree. With
Coach of the Year would have to be Coach of the Year would have to be Nick Nurse. That's easy. That's
Not
easy.
Frank Vogel?
No, not Frank Vogel. No, Frank Vogel has LeBron, and we all know LeBron's the coach of that team.
He is the coach. Frank's the assistant.
Yeah, exactly. Frank is the assistant. LeBron's the general manager, the coach, the owner,
Oh my God. Owner,
all those different things. So
owns part of the Lakers, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah, Justin said that Gobert shut down the whole league and can't even get Defensive Player of the Year. Very true.
I was gonna say he was him and Anthony Davis were in my top 2 for Defensive Player of the Year. But
Yeah.
after he did the whole wiping, I'm like, you don't.
You don't even deserve it anymore. I know, right?
No,
I know.
that was so stupid. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
Anthony Davis for me for sure. Ja, I agree with you. I would say
Yeah.
Frank or Nick for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
And same boat as you in the MVP as well.
Toss up.
Great minds think alike. I think that Giannis is having probably one of the best seasons ever.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's only going to go up from there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. He has time to get more, but I think LeBron,
That's true.
what he's done over the past 17 years, that also plays a factor too. So what about most improved? That was one that wasn't on there. Do you want to talk about that one?
Oh, most improved.
Who would you give that to?
Do I say Caruso or is April Fool's over?
April Fool's no, that's definitely an April Fool's joke. I would go, honestly, my opinion, I would go with Luka Doncic for most improved,
Yeah.
or a guy like Shea for me.
I love watching him. Shout out
Yeah, yeah,
again.
yeah,
I
yeah,
absolutely love watching him. I think he has the ability to be honestly like a great in the league. I really, really on and off the court. I see
yeah,
Fitz post about him almost every day, which is
yeah,
beautiful. I love his outfits, but he has a lot of potential. I'm glad.
definitely.
I totally agree with that.
No, I do. I think for I like his change of pace. He's very poised and calm on the court too. He can shoot. He pretty much averages the same numbers, except his points per game went from like, what is it? I think he went from 10 a game last year to 20. And Doncic went from, he's averaging almost a triple double, 30, 10, and 9.5 assists a game. So that's why I said he should win, most improved, because he's literally improved in every category.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? The Mavericks play in the Western Conference, and yet they're still in like fourth or fifth in the, in the West. So I don't, but don't quote me on, you other actual positioning. I just know the man's stats, and he's been killing the NBA.
Amazing. Yeah, down.
Yeah,
Whenever it comes back is going to be a beautiful day because
it
it's
will.
going to be, I mean, glued to the TV, all of us.
For sure. It's gonna be a party too, though. I can't wait for that.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Teletube joining. She says Siakam back to back.
Yeah, he right now in the NBA, he's second for most improved again. So he literally could win.
Yeah.
Justin says Miami kid Bam, good pick also. He's up there, but this is my personal opinion. I'll give it to Luca or Shea.
Fair. Fair.
Yes, Clennon, I see you.
We're gonna have to wait and see when they come, or if they even handle. I mean, if they hand those out, We're not quite sure what's gonna happen. But another joke from April Fools. I don't know if you heard this, Warren. Was the Memphis Grizzlies, who actually started in Vancouver, are
Yeah,
gonna head back to Vancouver in 2025. I would love that.
me too.
I think every single Canadian would love that because, not to mention, Mike Bibby. I love Mike Bibby as a player. He was on the Grizzlies, but also those throwback jerseys. And I know they brought the jerseys into play again this
Hmm.
year. They're my favorite throwback jersey, the Vancouver Grizzlies. What is your favorite jersey in the league? Throwback specifically.
Throwback jersey. Um, The first jersey I think I ever got was the Orlando Magic Tracy McGrady jersey. So I think that, and that was my favorite player at the time. So I think I would go with that,
Mhm.
the old retro Orlando Magic jersey, or the Bullets, Washington Bullets, when they were out there. I definitely like those two jerseys, but I there's a few, man. Even Seattle's, like
The
Seattle
Nuggets were nice.
Supersonics. The Nuggets had a
Nuggets
crazy
had a
jersey
nice
back
jersey.
in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I used to be skinny, and I used to wear those 5XL jerseys.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. There's
Oh yeah.
I think it's League Fits. They're actually posting like these throwback posts, and you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Vince Carter, even LeBron James with we can't forget the infamous white suit at the draft,
Of
but
course,
like
baggy, real
baggy,
baggy.
like
Yeah, hanging. I know.
that's true. And I obviously didn't do that, but you guys, that was fashion back then, eh? Not back
Yeah,
then.
no, for
As in,
sure. It was
yeah,
for sure. I mean, I definitely wore so, and it's crazy. That suit was like, it was baggy, but
yeah.
it was also tailored. That's what's crazy. It was a tailored baggy suit, so it was made baggy on purpose.
And now kids
Um,
during the draft are like
yeah.
skin tight, right?
Right, right. No, I definitely remember all the baggy clothes. all that stuff. Like I don't have any of that stuff anymore
No,
which
it's
is
all
wild.
gone.
Nah, all gone, all gone.
Did you clean
So
it out before you were isolated at home, or
yeah, yeah, a long time
yeah?
ago. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, a long time ago. In terms of the Grizzlies relocated, I think that'd be a great move. It would give other people in media a chance to work somewhere, you know what I mean,
Of
other
course.
than the Raptors or TSN or whatever other stuff is going on.
Mhm.
Um, I think it would definitely be another solid move for Canada for sure. It would give us a chance to compete over there, and it would be nice to have a second team here.
It would. It would. I mean,
Yeah,
that's probably the best suggestion, best possible outcome. I mean, we're gonna have to. I mean, obviously Newfoundland, they got ballers down on the East Coast. I know
they
that.
do,
Not taken
they
away from
do.
you guys, but I mean, the market was there. The market was
Yeah,
Seattle, right?
yeah,
We just gotta bring it back on the West
yeah.
Coast, the
No,
Northwest.
that would be great. That would be great. I think having a West Coast team would be perfect over here.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll start a petition when we have time on our hands, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be dope.
let's jump to. I mean, far east, Australia. Lamelo Ball,
Yeah,
with his manager, actually bought the
bought
Illinois
his
Hawks,
team.
who he
I
used to
think
play for.
that kid
How
is so
ballin' is that?
yo, that kid is so dope, man. I gotta tip my hat. Like the way he thinks about things, like yo, like don't forget, a few years ago he went all the way to Lithuania to play basketball. He just said like I'm gonna hoop. I'm not doing nothing else. I don't care about nothing else. He dropped out of school,
High
said
school.
I just want to play. Yeah, yeah, I just want to play basketball. So he has gone anywhere and everywhere just to hoop, and you really have to respect that because it takes a different sort of belief and I think another
Mhm.
sort of mentality to give up on everything else because I'm sure there are people saying to him, you know what,
In
like
school.
yeah, or like it may not work,
Yep.
injury may happen or whatever the case. He just said no, I'm gonna do whatever it is that I want to do, and he ended up going to Australia. Now he's the owner of a team. A lot of other pros have done that, like
Yeah.
Tony Parker. He owns a team in France. Um, so, I mean, apparently he put in a bid for the team, so it's not a done deal yet. But
Well,
regardless, the fact that he's even ambitious enough to do that, so he's going to be an owner, a young owner, while starting his NBA career, which means he's going to have an investment for the rest of his life, and that to me is just smart business.
mhm.
And a very, very, good boss move. And I think other young athletes who want to take his path should do
Right.
the exact same thing.
And he is the number one projected top pick in the draft.
I still wouldn't put him above Anthony Edwards. Not
You
yet.
wouldn't, eh?
No, no. I still think Anthony Edwards is better.
James
But
Wiseman,
James
top three.
Wiseman's good. I also like Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin's another very I mean very very good player. So I think this year's draft is going to be good. I think they will be stars.
Mhm.
You know what I mean. Moving forward,
Right.
I think Lamelo at 6'8" as a point guard, he has a lot of potential,
Yeah.
a lot of potential. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Amazing. Yeah, I am. Again, it's the NBA is everything associated with is up in the air. So
Yeah,
we got to sit here. We got to be excited, and we got to.
right.
But what actually they're doing. Shout out to who's T Chanu 76.
Tushinu, Justin, that's my old coach.
Justin, thank you for that update. Appreciate it. That fact check. Like we said, I mean, we're trying to do things that to keep ourselves busy because we can't watch basketball. We can't really play basketball. City of Toronto, they're taking down hoops, which I'm okay with. It's shitty, but they're trying to prevent crowds. The 2K tourney is happening tonight. The preview is at 7 o'clock, and then the actual tip off between Derek Jones Jr. and Kevin Durant is at 7:30. Are you tuning in? Is this fun for you to watch other NBA players play PlayStation? Or
No,
no, you don't really. Okay?
not at all. I won't be watching.
No.
But I think it's cool for other people to be entertained by that.
Mhm.
Personally, I'm not a real. First of all, I don't even play 2K. I play FIFA. So if it was a FIFA tournament,
Yeah.
I'd be there. I'd watch. But I don't.
Okay.
I don't watch 2K. But I do think it's interesting to see because there's going to be probably some betting going on, a whole lot of shit talking. So it keeps people engaged. And at a time like this, people, like everyone wants to watch something. So
And
um,
content as well. I mean, not a lot of tapings are happening because of, well, there's so many crew members or even cast. So new
Right.
and on the screen is something people are going to look forward to. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So she doesn't even know what it is. DKH6 said, "What's a PlayStation ball tournament?" So yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a PlayStation basketball tournament.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna play the video game and they're gonna live stream it. The same thing they do with Fortnite or any other game. Um, but yeah, I definitely will be using my time to do something else other than watch these guys play. You know what I mean? But you know what? I do hope. I hope KD uses himself in the game. That's what I
He
hope.
he what? Sorry.
I hope KD he has to use himself in the
Uh,
Brooklyn Nets. So you know what
down,
I mean?
down. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and not to mention there's a lot of egos. I mean, I am not a fan of DeMarcus Cousins, and he's playing. Him and Andre Drummond are going to face
Right.
Patrick Beverly, who is a uh,
Dog.
aggressive, not only player, but I think just guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trey Young, who is so soft. I hope he doesn't get bullied. Devin Booker, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to
Yeah.
be fun if you're down for it to watch. If not, it's Friday. Not that it's any
Nothing
different
else.
today,
Yeah.
but you can video chat. I know I have a few dates tonight via video chat and a glass of wine. So
Hmm.
if you don't want to
Are you
watch,
gonna watch?
it's going to be on in the background for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
So you're not gonna be paying attention. You're just gonna, but it'll be on. That's dope.
Be on. It'll be on. It premieres ESPN tonight again, 7:30. But let's talk a little about. We're gonna move from basketball, Warren. We're gonna move to a little bit more pop culture. Drake,
Yes.
Danielle. That sounds kind of fun. Why not? uh,
Yeah.
let's talk about Drake. Drake's new
Yes.
TikTok hit. It premiered this morning. It's called the Tootsie Slide. Uh,
Right.
have you listened to it?
Yes. I've heard the song. I
Have
heard the
you
song.
tried it?
The dance? Yeah, yeah. I definitely slide every. I've been Tusi sliding for a long
Yeah.
time. So that's yeah, yeah, yeah. I've created my own rendition of that dance. Nah, it's a catchy song. It's another Drake track. I've never
Right.
it's just a typical. I think his timing is a little weird with all this stuff because it's like there's people right now who are fighting for their life. They're not, they are not Tusi sliding. So I find that to be a little bit odd that, you'd release another song like that at a
Yeah.
time when people are literally dying. But hey, what do I know? So
Well, you seem a lot more empathetic and compassionate than Drake. I'll give you that. Uh,
yeah, I just find the timing a little bit weird. I mean, it's I
it's
guess it's uplifting, but it's you know what it's gonna do? It's really good for TikTok.
it's all. I mean, I don't have TikTok, but I was on Twitter earlier this morning, and it's all over.
All
People are
yeah,
all over it.
yeah, yeah. I don't have TikTok either, but
Same. I haven't bit the bullet yet, man. I'm scared to do it.
I'm good. I have enough, man. I
Uh,
can't deal with like I barely even check my Snapchat or Twitter or any like I have to consciously remember to do all this stuff. So
mm,
I'm not keeping up between all the social media apps, nor do I even want to. So
right.
I'm
Not,
not making little dance videos every day. I mean, my family's not like they're not, this thing when they do like my family ain't doing that stuff. So
no. Come on.
nah,
LeBron did it.
huh?
LeBron did it though.
That's different though. LeBron's a younger generation. You go tell two West
Yeah.
Indian parents to go ahead and dance on camera. My dad doesn't even know how to use cell phone properly still. So
I would actually be
nah.
down to see that though. If you could get that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. If I could, I would do it. My mom might do it too, but that's
Yeah.
that not everybody else though. Nah.
Keep us updated on that because we'd
I
be
might. I might. I might. I might.
staying on the Drake topic.
Yeah.
Some Toronto brothers. They went on Instagram Live a few days ago. They got the most views ever with 310,000.
Yeah.
Why have Drake and Tory Lanez not given us an album yet? And is there anything you want to say to them if and when they watch this? Because I know I got.
Um I would say I think because they were at war for a little bit of time, Tory Lanez and Drake.
Mhm.
But I think Drake's a busy guy, man. I think everyone wants to do an album with him. So he has a lot on his plate. But I think by the end of the day, I think him and The Weeknd and Tory, they should all do an album together. Why not?
That would be
I mean,
dope.
that would be good. I think it'd be good for us to show that, there's a lot of unity here and between all three of them, whether it's Tory in the weekend or Drake or all three,
Mhm.
whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I think Tory Lanez is what is
Hot.
it? No, his quarantine radio is going crazy right now. There's just a bunch
Yeah.
of naked women on there just twerking all day long.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's
Whatever
crazy. It's
floats your
crazy.
boat.
Yeah, right. Whatever floats your boat. So it's wild. Like he's over there doing a bunch of stuff
Right.
on Instagram Live. But I don't have anything to say to them. I think they should give the city an album. You know what I mean? By the time it's all said and done, like if Drake
Mhm.
can work with Future, I'm sure he could work with Tory too.
Right. I totally agree with that. I saw on Instagram today, Lil Baby, he said, Champagne Poppy sent me the song a month ago, and my dumb bum didn't send the verse back. But that's good. We got stuff coming. So Lil Baby was supposed to be on this track as
On
well.
which track? Lil Tusi or whatever it's called, Tusi Slide?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh
said he
wow.
didn't send the verse back, and next, I guess he'll jump on the next one. So if that's tells you anything, guys, if Drake ever sends you a request for a track
Yeah.
or a verse, you better jump on that.
I'm actually really happy that he didn't jump on that song. I don't really want to hear Lil
I don't like,
Baby.
to be honest. I like the
Uh
baby,
yeah,
Lil.
oh yeah. The
No,
Baby's cool. But
yeah,
Lil Baby, he got a couple tracks. It's just
yeah,
after a while you can't really understand what he's saying. It's like it sounds like a lot of mumbling after a little while. So you really gotta listen. But that's the new age hip hop, right?
that's right. That's right. Let's keep on music. Side note: the world actually, well, finally saw Adonis, Drake's son.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
annoyed with all the backlash. They're saying he's not black enough, or
yeah.
what is going on with the blonde hair? He's not black.
Ah,
This is now a time to learn just about the world and figure your shit out and stop with this nonsense. This stupid, stupid comments about, I mean, for one, like a baby. Um,
I know.
that's ridiculous. But
I
it's
know.
a cute kid. I love the blonde hair. I think he's so cute. It's nice to see him and Sophie are at least taking photos together, co-parenting,
Hey,
right?
I think personally, I think I don't think people are making fun of his baby as much. I think they're making fun of um, just who he had the child with because we both know he probably didn't want to have the child with her.
Yeah,
That's not his ideal. She's a porn star, you know what I mean? That's not his ideal. So
right.
I think that's what people are making more fun of than anything else. At the end of the day, I think it's wrong to make fun of a child, but
Yeah,
um, Drake's gonna take heat because he tried to hide the baby, and
he
that's
almost did. He
I
almost
right, and
did. Pusha
people are
T.
sympathizing, and I think if Drake wasn't Drake, most people wouldn't sympathize with him. Like
Of
if
course.
one of my boys got a like if one of my boys got a porn star pregnant, I would make fun of him too. So I think that's mostly what people are making fun at, not so much the baby. I mean, the child is a beautiful creation, so I'll never make fun of the child, but
Yeah.
it's just the fact that he tried to hide it,
Yeah.
and like he still talks about it. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
his song, so that it bothers him, and I feel like that's what the city is kind of defending him on is that if he wasn't Drake, they probably wouldn't care as much, but just because
Of
it's
course.
him, they do, right? So um,
Can't do
I,
no
I
wrong.
don't know. I don't partake in any of the making fun of people's stuff. Like I don't do that. I just sit back and I just watch all the comments. I definitely think the Pusha T stuff, all the memes I saw of Pusha T, that shit had me rolling though. I won't lie. I was dying.
It was a good moment
It was fun. It was funny.
for rap hip hop. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Not gonna
definitely,
lie.
definitely, definitely. But again, like why he chose to display his child at a time like this, I didn't really get that either. I mean, in the midst of everything that's going on, it's like I'll tell you this: someone told me they didn't even care about what Drake posted when people were healthy. So he said he doesn't care about
Fair.
his child.
Fair. Bigger things to
Yeah,
worry about, right? I
exactly, exactly.
I agree with Jenna, one N in Jenna, and Moesha Slim. Moesha said, I wish they would use their platform to make uplifting and inspiring music during these times. Couldn't agree more. Now,
100%,
I think what is
100%.
that Missy Elliott said, we need a little Kirk Franklin. We need some gospel music. And I'm
Something,
down
yeah.
for a Kirk Franklin concert. right?
Yeah, I haven't really gone to one, but I'm sure that would be more
Me neither.
uplifting and something more positive. But unfortunately, positivity doesn't like it doesn't sell. So
Right. No,
that's what all these guys are trying to do is sell, right?
yeah. Speaking of music, though, again, thank you everyone blah, 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 blah. Thank you everyone for joining the V Spot ISO edition, and everyone who did join but had to head out. We're gonna end off on kind of some crappy news, especially for island folk and Jamaicans in particular. Vibes,
Vibes Cartel.
yeah,
Maurice Jones, shout out to you, dog. Dylan, shout out to you.
he
Sorry.
no doubt this news shook the island of Jamaica, and again, obviously you and others as well around the world. But he lost his fight for an appeal this morning. He was initially in 2014 sentenced to life for murder,
Yes.
for murder that happened back in 2011. He tried to appeal it, and this morning he lost. He lost, and also his 3 co-convicts as well. What's your favorite vibe song? And give me like your most ideal. Close your eyes. Like your most ideal spot to listen to that song.
I actually, I know we spoke about this a little earlier. You actually asked me this. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily have a favorite Vibes Cartel song, but I can tell you the most ideal place for me to listen to Vibes Cartel is when I'm in the car.
Okay.
And
Okay.
whenever I hear a song that he has done, because that guy makes music like, like there's no tomorrow. So,
He's been making music
um,
in jail over the past,
right,
right?
right. So personally, I don't have a favorite, but I can tell you that all of his music is like some of his rhythms and stuff like
Yes.
it's incredible how he's able to make lyrics and um you know just create music. Like probably Summertime would probably be my favorite.
Summertime. I'd say
Yeah,
summertime, and the popular choice would be the Rompin' Shop with Spice.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
fun fact, he and I didn't know this till this morning, to be honest, but he actually co-wrote "Who Run the World" Girls with Beyonce. So he's
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
cool.
not
I didn't
surprised.
know that. So
Yeah.
shout out to Vise for jumping on that train, and shout out to Beyonce for inviting him because
Yeah, as someone just said, yo, he's a lyrical genius. He is a lyrical genius. That
yeah.
guy makes music like there's no tomorrow. So it's unfortunate, the world lost a good one. And
Again, he did
uh,
did murder
I
someone
was gonna say when
live
when you
Lizard
do
Williams.
bad things,
Yeah,
that's,
I deserve
you got to pay the
it.
price.
It's funny, and we can talk about this another time, Warren, because there's just so much to talk about. But to separate an artist from their music and their actions, Chris Brown, love his music. Obviously, I can't stand what he did, and he's still a little like he's very arrogant, in my opinion, right?
Okay,
Michael
fair
Jackson.
enough.
So vibes. This is really, really something I've been trying to deal with. Is it appropriate to separate the man from your music or the woman from your music? So this obviously it's a shame. Shame may be a wrong word. It's unfortunate, like you said, that he's in jail, but you and 4 other guys that you did kill someone. So
So yeah,
you're right. You
and
have to have consequences, right? It's
when
shitty.
you get caught doing those things, that's what happens.
That's
So I
right.
mean, no one's above the law, even though you are a talented person. Can you
Right.
separate the two? I mean, yeah, I think all people should be separated. Like if you make a mistake, I think you should be separated and like not continually punished for them, but you will be punished. So
Right.
I mean, like no doubt about that.
Right.
So
Right. We'll see.
he's facing his
Yeah, yeah, and I believe he has to serve 35 years before he's eligible for parole. I don't know how old Vibes is, but I'm assuming
44.
okay. Plus he's gonna be old. He's gonna be old
He'll be about 78, if
before he's like
79 before he gets out. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my favorite time to listen to Vibes is again. I think summertime is the perfect place for it.
Perfect time.
But
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
yeah, you're at a beach, you're with friends, a park. I think the perfect place is as long as you can play it loud. I'm down to listen to Vibes. You can't listen to it quietly or
Quietly,
on volume
nah.
2, volume 10, all the way.
All the way, 100%.
But yeah, man, thank you so much for being on. I'm just going to say This has been so much fun. We went on a little break. I went to India for a month, and
Yes, you did. You
virus
did.
kind of came into play. So I'm very, very thankful for you being on, guys.
My pleasure.
This has been the V Spot ISO edition, and we want to talk real quick, Warren. As mentioned earlier, you are a former athlete. You're a
Yeah.
co-host of the Locker Room Talk, and I want to ask you about the Locker Room Talk quick.
Yeah.
But you, my friend, are also an author.
That's right.
Can you tell us real quick what the quest of Clyde McCullough is about?
Basically, it's about this kid with the basketball in his hand and his story with the help of his friends, able to overcome and find himself, find joy in the game, find like a lost treasure. Because I find, when I was a kid, I didn't see any books with, black characters on it. And I wanted to do something that would live a lot longer than me so that, when I do die, my words are here. And that it basically is something of me. It's a symbol of me. And it's something that I did to give back to, basketball, essentially. So
I love it. Now I got my copy on
yes,
Amazon.
that's right.
Is that the main?
That is the main spot for everyone to go get the book. So if you want to get a copy, you can go get it there. It's about 36 pages long. It's something for everybody. It's literally something for everybody. There's messages for adults. There's messages for youth. Usually it starts, like, I would say the minimal age would be probably like 6 to about age 13. And like I said, there's something for everyone in there. But yeah, I definitely poured my heart into that one. I wrote that while I was still playing. And then I published it about a year and a half later when I was in Spain is when I published that. So that's what it's about. In terms of my show, my podcast, we are on hold due to coronavirus. Everyone at the office is shut down. So Locker Room Talk will be coming back, myself and Andrew Miller, hopefully, when this pandemic is done. He wanted to do a couple live streams and whatnot, but I was definitely not into doing the whole live thing like everybody else was doing.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, of course. I we had our platform, and it would have been weird if we did it on this platform instead of keeping it the same. But for someone who asked about the book, if you just go to Amazon, you can just type in my name, Warren Ward, or you can type in The Quest of Clyde McCall, and you will see the book show up there, and you guys can get yourselves a copy. And if you do, please put it in your story. That's how I've done most of the advertising, quote unquote, for that. So but yeah, there's something in it for everybody. I appreciate the shout out, and I encourage everybody, if you have time, especially right now, if you ever want to put something out, go ahead and write a book. You write something down, it will live a lot longer than you. The Bible is the most told story in the world, right? So that's definitely something that has been around for thousands of years. And the people who wrote that are dead, and yet people read it every day. So you could do the same thing. Everyone has the power to do something, and everyone has a story to tell. So that was my story. But anyways, I wanted to appreciate you, and I'm so glad, so proud of you that you started your own thing going on here, and you got yourself involved in media. You should continue. You're a star. I'm proud of you always, and I'm happy to do this.
Thank you, Warren. I appreciate that so much. Again, guys, this has been the V Spot ISO edition with Warren Ward. And Warren, thank you so much, man.
This no problem. My pleasure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. We'll see you guys later. Everyone, have a nice, safe weekend. If you
Bye, everybody.
For essential,
take care.
Ciao. If you're going out for essential needs, goods, services, whatever, just make sure you are safe and that you keep your distance.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Peace. 6 feet.
Yo.
All right.